Thank you. Dames and Herren, Mices and Young'un, welcome back to Erlengrat. And I am joined by David, but David's not here right now. He's currently down.
I'm nearly back.
He's currently down the...
I'm going downtown.
Shop. Right, what tractor do you need?
I don't know, because I don't know what I'm going to be doing just yet. I'm still...
Did you sell the other mower then?
Not yet.
Ah, okay. What's the power on that altogether?
Rear requires 200, front requires 80, so this John Deere will just run it.
Just? Okay. No, I'm just wondering because I just need a tractor so I can do the baler.
Yeah, I think the link track's up to the task of the baler.
I could use the bearer, but it depends what you were going to do, that was all.
I don't know, figure out what there is to do around here right now. And I could do a bit more mowing with this now. I could go and mow around the back of the sawmill and all that.
Speeding up time would be good, because we've only got half a field growing. And also, welcome to the final F1 podcast of 2020. We only have 96 days and it'll start all over again.
Not the 2020, obviously, though. The 2021.
So the last race was Abu Dhabi. Or I was expecting David to do his nickname, but I don't think he's going to.
Would I do such a thing?
So, did you actually catch any of the pre-race?
I watched a little bit of it, yeah, because there was basically bugger all else on the telly. Where are you going to go to? Are you going to go to Fernando?
Yep.
Screaming that 2005 Renault round. I tell you what, though, it didn't half look a handful, did it?
It didn't half look a handful. But it just... Oh, the sound. And did you see the clip of... Have you not seen the YouTube clip of Hamilton's reaction to it?
No, I haven't.
Oh, he's given a little bit of an interview to Brundle. And he's very, very sort of distracted by the sound of the V10. And he just, next minute, it comes screaming past wherever they are, and he just turns around and goes, yeah, that's great. Just what a, something like that's great, what a sound.
Well, we all know they were, but yeah, we wish it still sounded like that.
Yeah. And it's just like... It was just... He was at Abu Dhabi. He was actually in the Renault garage today.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm still conflicted over this. With him coming back.
End of the day, he's just doing it. He's doing the same as Kimmy's doing. He's having a play.
He is, yeah. Oh, K-Mag is going to... Oh, for God's sake. Oh, he's joining the IMSA or something next year. Yeah. Basically, he's doing the American, some sort of American car sport.
I noticed they were talking in the race. They reckon Kvyat's out, don't they?
I thought Kvyat.
I'm sure I had Brundle talking during the races about they're pretty sure that Kvyat's out for next year.
I thought he had Grosjean. What? I know Grosjean is.
Grosjean is K-Maggie's Perez's,
I
which
thought
bad luck for him today, a week after.
very bad luck. I thought Kvyat had a contract.
I'm just going for the commentators said. I don't
Yeah,
know,
and
maybe
I
they...
know what they were saying, but it was like, um, oh, and unrelated. We'll go back to the F1 thing, the F1 podcast in a moment. EA have swooped in on Codemasters. They've swooped in and put a bid against Take-Two.
I think out of the two, I think I'd rather take two on them than EA.
Yeah, but it's whether it is whether oh no, okay, yeah, okay, AlphaTauri, Daniel Kvyat to be considered.
Yeah, I'm just going off what they said on the telly.
Yeah, no, but I've just looked and it said it is his contract is to be considered. Yeah, no. Games giant Electronic Arts gate crashes 725 million Codemasters takeover. This is Sky News, so it's a reliable source. The 40 billion US based games giant EA has ignited bidding war for Britain's Codemasters, Sky News understands. The American computer games giant Electronic Arts has gate crashed the 725 million takeover of Codemasters, the London listed producer of some of the world's most popular motor racing titles. Sky News has learned that EA has tabled a potentially knockout bid for Codemasters, trumping an offer agreed last month with Take-Two Interactive. Basically,
Take-Two flows maybe out the loop is the people behind like GTA.
Red Dead. Yeah, they're Red Dead, GTA. A gaming industry source said this weekend that EA was working with bankers at UBS on its offer. The interest from EA, which has a market value of almost $40 billion, £30 billion, is likely to be disclosed to the stock market Monday morning. EA is amongst the world's biggest computer game developers and is best known for its FIFA licensed football titles. Yeah, but the problem is, if EA get their hands on it, what the fuck is F1 going to be like?
Maybe with a bit of luck, not a lot different, because they may realise if F1's working as it is, they may decide not to screw around with it.
Well, they can't really screw around with it because F1 gives their backing to that game. And if F1 don't like it, you know what I mean, they'll go look for some fucker that'll do it.
Oh, yeah.
And it's not certain whether Take-Two, whose market capitalisation is roughly half the size of EA, will respond with a counterbid. So that was just an interesting little thing that I read before and I forgot to tell you before we started.
Alright.
But, yeah, back to F1. But, yeah, like we say, if EA gets their hands on that, and F1 don't like it, they'll go somewhere else. And it's possibly not really in EA's best interest to screw around with F1. So, yeah, Perez, back to the Perez thing. And
just pure unlucky one. Because they reckon it was a gearbox failure in the end, don't they? It was a gearbox.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's like, the thing was like, oh yeah, we'll take the grid penalty, give him a new pissing engine, and the gearbox just went. But the rumour mill, or whether it has been confirmed, you know why the Mercs weren't quick today?
They weren't with the Energy
Yeah.
UK, weren't they? And had to turn them down.
They had to turn the engine, they had to turn them down, so it wasn't giving them. No wonder Max hammered it home.
To be fair, Max drove a really good race.
Oh yeah, he did.
I did like though, at one point, he cut to team radio and talking to team and he went, you can turn the
Turn the
engine
engine
down
down
now.
if you want.
I'm sure that was aimed purely at Mercedes when he said that.
Yeah, it was. Oh yeah, that was a dig. That was a dig.
I kind of wanted Albon. I wish Albon had started his run with about 5 more laps to go. If he could have caught the back of Hamilton, we could have had some fun.
I think he would have caught him if
he had a few more laps, I think he was a day late and $1 short.
Yeah. If he'd have been a little bit quicker, then I think he would have caught him. I mean, I bet Max feels though. Now I know how Lewis feels half the time, just being out there on his own. But that pit stop was quick because it was a case of shit. Get him out.
I'm surprised Merck dared double stack the cars again after what happened last time.
Yeah, I know. But I was watching Quali on the Saturday, and I was like,
oh, I missed that because I was at work.
Oh, I was watching it, and I was like, oh great, Hamilton's on Paul. Max Verstappen, what? It was a case of blinking, you fucking missed it.
Did you also notice as well what happened right at the very end? Even the commentators, I don't think, caught it. Danny Rick set fastest lap on the last lap.
No, they... Yeah, Verstappen had it, and then they hadn't realised, and then I think Brundle... Was it Brundle, or was it... No, he'd gone down. It was...
It came up at the top of the screen once he crossed the line. Danny Rick fastest lap.
No, it was Red Bull that hadn't realised. It was Christian... Was it Christian Horner?
Yeah.
He'd not realised because he'd commented about the fastest lap or something to Max, and then
I didn't watch much after the race. I was trying to go and do some stuff. So
yeah, no, they basically, and then the commentators turned around and said, "No, Christian, if you actually check your timing thing again, it was Danny Rick that got it." Yeah, but Bottas and Hamilton were struggling. Bottas showed. I just think if Hamilton made the wrong choice coming back.
Oh, it's funny though, I think there was an interview online and he was saying like, oh, I don't feel 100%, and all the comments were, well, why did you come back then? Why didn't you let George have a...
Yeah, why didn't you let George have another go? Now, that would have been real interesting, but...
I don't know, as much as I don't like Hamilton, would Russell have got more out of the car than he could today? That's...
Depends on the...
questionable at best.
Well, it depends on that. I reckon, though, I reckon with the Mercedes engine issues was all because of, like, the Bahrain Grand Prix. That long, the long Bahrain race, I reckon that pushed the Mercs over the edge.
I joked to me, Dad, do you reckon Russell broke something as he got out of the car, seeing as he wouldn't let him back for another go? I said if I was him, I'd have taken the keys home or something.
He wasn't having a good one either. He didn't have a good one today.
Can we also take a moment just to congratulate McLaren as well? 2 years ago had a car which barely made the start and just came third in the championship.
Nice extra over 4 million for a minute.
No, but you know what I mean? It wasn't that long ago that car was an absolute arse.
Oh yeah, it was. Yeah, but you've got to give credit to the two drivers as well.
Yeah, you think next year with a Merc donkey in the back of it.
And Danny Rick and Norris.
You know, that could be a... I don't know. Is Danny Rick a better view than Sainz? That's questionable in my eyes. Now, I realise Sainz had the Ferrari drive, that's why they've had to change. But...
Danny Rick can do it, given the chance. It's been proven.
Oh, no doubt he can, but I don't think he could do it a lot more than Sainz could. I think Sainz actually Sainz has proven himself to be fairly capable. I go back to that bloody Port Mao race where he drove around the Mercs in slippy conditions. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's
Sainz is shaping up. He's part of what I put could be like the next golden era of F1. There's two or three of these young lads.
Yeah, but it's like saying... It's like give Russell a Merc and see what he can do. Give Russell... Give what?
I think if you gave anybody on the grid that Merc, they'd do a reasonable job. I mean, you don't get into F1 really without... I know we complain about how money buys seats. I mean, you've got Stroll there. You've got that Marzipan coming in next year because of money.
He should not be coming in. He should not be coming in.
At the end of the day, money alone doesn't get you in. You've got to have some...
Well,
it's funny, me and my dad were talking because apparently next year the Formula W is going to run alongside the F1 in it.
God knows.
Like I said, they're all for the equality and that, and anybody with half a brain is, but there is actually no rule that says women can't be in F1.
Well,
and trust me, the second a woman comes along who is up to the task, they'll get a job no problem, because the amount of good press any team would get. So this whole Formula W to me is just, it's almost the reverse of what they're trying to aim for in my eyes.
Yeah.
We want to be included, so we're going to start our own that you're not included in. What?
But they should just... Yeah, but the thing is, rather than having this Formula W, right, they should eventually turn around and say, right, well, whoever wins that goes in with the guys. Mix it up. Get the sport mixed up. It's the same with it. The problem is, it's slightly different with, like, the football. But the football should be something like that. But they can't because...
I don't know if you've ever seen women's football. It's a violent game.
Yeah, I have actually.
We think men are bad. Christ, the women's football game is rough as fuck.
Yeah, but do you know what the best thing is? They don't go.
I don't know what you think the best thing about women's football is, mate. Honestly, this is a family show.
No, they don't take one knock and go down like a bunch of pussies. They get up again and give it. I'll tell you that.
My dad was watching football or something like that, and in fact it transpired when VAR came out that the guy didn't actually even get touched.
Yeah.
But still went down like a sack. Suppose I said, but he grows and puts the car through a wall, pulls 53G of force, and gets out of the car. Doesn't go rolling round like he's been taken out by a fighter jet.
No, he was nearly gonna. He was being made to sit down, like.
Yeah, but he didn't go get out of it and lay on the floor.
No, I know, that's what I mean. But it's a case of... This is what I mean. It's like... This is why you don't want... This is why I say that about men and women's football going together, but it'd be a case of, one love tap from a woman and they go down like a sack of shit. Because they're such pussies.
Yeah, and of course one rough tackle by a bloke or a woman and they claim that he's sexual assault.
Yeah, exactly. But in motorsports, that would be very different. One woman that springs to mind for me, which I've not heard anything of recently, was one woman that would have been good if she could race, and that's Sabine Schmidt.
Well, the nearest they've got is Susie Wolff was Williams' reserve driver for a few years, wasn't she? Now, how much of that was her husband's money helping the situation remains to be seen, but...
What? Total?
Yeah.
Depends what's happening with him. Because isn't he supposed to be stepping back?
I don't think. I think I can see one more year because they want Hamilton to beat Schumacher's record And then I see him and Hamilton both retiring together. Russell and Bottas maybe in the Merc.
Nah, Bottas hasn't got it in him. I don't think. I don't think
Well,
Bottas.
I don't think he has, but I don't think Merc
I
could take the plunge of changing both drivers.
I think there's something going on. I still think with them doing that on Instagram, I still think there's something going on.
I don't know. We're not going to know until they want us to know.
No, but I'm not being funny. But the car that Russell's in, it's not got it. It hasn't
No,
got. Today proved it. It's not got it. The Williams just don't have it anymore.
Mm.
And it's been proven. Look at the results between Latifi and Russell. Yes, Russell's pushed that car a bit more. Latifi just, yeah, hasn't, well, you know. I mean, I'm not being funny, but Fittipaldi, that might be the only time you ever see him in an F1 car.
Possibly, yeah. He's done no spectacular, has he?
No. Not being, no disrespect to the guy, yeah, he's got bigger bollocks than I have to drive one of them things, but...
But I bet you'd rather see him in the car than Mazepin.
Yes.
And I know I'm saying his name wrong, but...
Just call him Nick.
Mazepin or something like that.
Just call him Nikita or Nick, whatever the hell it is. He's got
That's
a girl.
Elton Johnson.
He's got a frigging girl's name, anyways.
Friggin' Elton Johnson, that Nikita.
But I still think, and many others agree, he should not be coming. He should not be keeping his seat. And Haas should not allow it. The FIA and Haas should not allow that.
The trouble is, we keep saying it's,
it's
pound notes at the end of the day.
It's money, but then it's also they are going to face so much backlash.
Because his dad's like a Russian billionaire or something, isn't he?
Well, yeah, wouldn't surprise me. That's probably why Grosjean and
But what he did, if it's good enough for a president.
K-Man got a boot. But I still think they're making a mistake. Two rookies in. Two rookies.
You know my opinion on that, yeah, that's to me.
Keep Mick Schumacher and stick somebody else in with experience. Hell.
Sergio?
Well, yeah. Or hell, bring fucking Ralph Schumacher back.
Don't know what he's doing these days.
I don't know. He's still alive.
Oh yeah, I know you.
I know he's still alive because I read some article.
No, I know he's still alive.
I actually don't even know what he's doing now.
Sadly more than his brother. I just wish we'd get... I understand the phone, I just wish we'd get an update. I wish they'd just, like...
They won't.
Like I said, the way they talked about him at that bloody Ferrari's anniversary race sounded like he was dead.
Yeah.
We know he isn't, but the way they made it sound...
We got anything to clean up the trough with? Oh, we've got the front loader.
Yeah, front loader for the link track.
Yeah, I know it did. It made.
There's going to be a lot of grass to pick up over here, and I don't know what you want to do with it.
Silage pit.
You want a loading wagon and silage pit?
Yeah, I've got a loading wagon.
Right, I don't know if you want... Well, are you putting that grass yard over there in the pit? Are you doing bales?
I'm gonna wrap that up. I just needed the lin track, that's all.
It's alright, we probably have to look at a more powerful tractor because this thing on the hills and that is struggling a bit. It's doing the job, but...
Well... We haven't said we can't lease. There is Ridgy track. There is the Ridgy Ridgy track
That's not as
stuff.
powerful as this. That's not as powerful. I think the top of them's only 150 horse.
Well, I'll have to look at something more powerful of them. A Fent.
I say this thing.
Or a Deutsch.
This thing's 200 like, and
Hmm.
can we not ship one of our Purbeck tractors over?
Why will we go?
Ship over. Not Purbeck or yeah, Purbeck.
Yeah, well, we
Oh,
got...
we my
got-
New Holland, we had your big Massey, we had the Deutsch.
We got my big bitch. Which
Your big
kind
bitch.
does work on this map as well.
I thought you had the old one when you tried this map.
Yeah, I do have
the one
the...
I leased for a while.
I do have the old one, but I swapped it out for mine. I swapped it out for my bigger one. But I'm still, like I say, I'm very conflicting over the Haas and what Haas have done. Just not with the whole the maze pin thing. It's actually why stick 2 fucking rookies in. I mean, what's that?
I guess they're taking a shot, aren't they? They're basically looking, because it's a bit like Ferrari. In a lot of ways, Ferrari this year are going to have 2 young drivers in.
Yeah, but
you're building for the future. I don't think Ferrari expect anything out of next year. Get Sainz in, get him up to speed, try and build a car around him and Leclerc that works for them both.
Yeah, and then concentrate on...
And hit the ground in 2022.
Then, yeah. But Mercedes need to look at something quite drastic with like the likes of Bottas and stuff, because
I just think Bottas, and you listen to him in interviews now, and I just think he's lost it. I think he's just lost it. I think he's got the same problem Vettel's had this year, which is he just seems to have not got the...
he's not had the luck.
It's not even luck, it's just... almost like your mojo, which I know is a stupid term, but you get what I mean.
Yeah, he's
Vettel
just...
this year's hard, apart from that Port Mao again, that slippy conditions.
I don't know.
Had a shocking season.
He has, yeah, he's had a very shocking season, but I tell you what, he was racing the way he wanted to race today.
What did he have to lose? What team did he fire him?
Well, yeah, but it was a case of, you know, it was a case of like, when you're in your last race with that team, basically, as long as you don't like do something to put you in prison, it doesn't really matter. You can just... yeah, well, you could tell by the way he was scrapping. He was having a good old scrap, and
I love Brundle's enthusiasm at the start of the race, like 3 corners in. He went, hey, we've still got 20 cars in this race.
yeah.
Based on the last few races, that's quite a good achievement.
I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong, I like them 2 commentating, but Crofty gets quite excited.
I sometimes find myself sitting there going, breathe, Crofty, breathe. Funny thing, like I've said before, the radio station I listen to, one of the DJs is good mates with Crofty and occasionally has him on. And it's quite funny just listening to him. I must admit, I wasn't the biggest fan of him when he first started. I like Brundle, but in a lot of ways, Brundle's been the voice of F1 pretty much as far back as I can remember.
Yeah.
You know, when I first started watching, it was sort of Murray, who is still the all-time great, will never be topped. But Brundle came in very early on, and actually, to me, the best was he learned under Murray.
Yeah, he did.
Now, I've always said ex-drivers to me make the best commentators because they understand what's going on.
Hmm.
You know, and Brundle's, he's actually now been a commentator longer than he was a driver, because he's about 64 or something, isn't he, at this point?
Ooh, Martin Brundle.
Yeah.
2 secs. I shall find out. Because
I'm sure he's in
I'm
his...
not entirely sure.
I'm sure he's in his 60s.
Martin Brundle. 61.
61, so yeah, so he's now probably been commentating 30 years.
Yeah, it kind of makes sense why he was rooting on bloody... Why he was rooting on Russell a bit, as well. Because they're both from the same sodding place. Both from King's
Alright.
Lynn. Both from King's
Well,
Lynn.
no. Well, he was talking about when he raced down the docks, it'd be easy for him and Russell.
Yeah.
Actually, I think these days the F1 cars are too fast. Try doing it. Monaco gets a pass because it's Monaco. Other than that, I actually don't think inner city races would really work anymore.
They make it any fucking wide. They make them cars any fucking wider, and Monaco will be taken off the calendar. You could see the difference in size when you look back at Thingy's Renault.
Mm. Oh yeah. Push you to block in the goddamn loading wagon.
Hey, what do you mean that bale isn't supported? How can the bale not be supported? It's a grass bale. What? What the what game? What are you doing to me?
So,
That bale that's in front of my tractor. No,
this
that
one.
this one. That
Do
one's
one of the other ones and then come back to it and see if it's just having a...
1 second. I need to turn.
Wow, we're having a bit of lag because on my screen you are in the tractor, you're also walking behind it.
Man, my ping. Oh,
Okay,
so
that's limp. No, well, I knew it would do it, but I'm just trying to see if that kicks the game back into a...
well, this bale works.
Yeah, on my screen there's currently one of you doing the moonwalk backwards across the land.
Hmm. See, I don't see issues like that, but then, yeah, but don't forget, it'll do that and then it'll start syncing up again.
I also love how even though that I could hear the John Deere running on the other side of the yard.
Yeah. Great, I've just knocked a bale over. Well, I'll be selling all these bales anyways.
Are you alright?
Right, so there's only one bale that's just caused me an issue for some bizarre reason.
I think we'll just give it to cows as a grass bale if it's going to be funny like
I don't know if it is a grass bale, that's the thing. I'll have to...
It looks like it to me.
I know it looks like it, but it just...
It hasn't got the right colour to be hay or anything.
Come on, hurry up. I mean, the race was a bit of a snooze fest.
Which, to be fair, Abu Dhabi is quite capable of. It's...
Well, even like Ted Kravitz and all the commentators were taking the piss and saying, "Oh yeah, there's not many overtakes," and then as soon as he said that, there was an overtake by Gasly.
Hmm. Well, no, they said there's not many overtakes without the DRS.
Hmm. John Deere. Yeah, like I said, it is a little bit of a snooze fest. We actually got a bale spike.
Yeah, we should have.
Oh, is that the one off the bale shredder?
Yes.
Okay. We haven't got a silage doodah though, have we yet?
Leveler, no, you might want to get one of those.
Okay. Okay.
Because it is worth
Yeah, I'm only
leveling as you load, not wait until the end.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a.
Get the roller one, please, not the
Yeah.
flat one.
No, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting the roller.
We do have a weight, don't we, so you can throw front weight on the tractor when you use it.
Yeah, I will. I'll go and get it in a minute.
And I'd use it on like the Link track or something, not one of the other ones.
Yeah, no, because the Lin truck's heavy. Actually, in saying that though, the electric tractors, if you configure the electric tractor to have dual wheel, apparently that's quite a good compactor.
I've never really got dual wheels. To me never look right. I've got one tractor on home wheels with it because I started the game with it, and it's just an arse because it means it's literally about an inch an hour than most gateholes,
Hmm.
which makes it an absolute bugger to try and drive anyway.
Am I? Yeah, wrong side of it. Friggin' hate this thing.
Yeah, what thing?
The blue.
Well,
Bear.
get rid of it and we'll
No.
just get a trailer one. I normally use the ones that are like a trailer that you just. Because the beauty with them as well is you can load like 4 bales at a time into them, so you just leave them full.
Wow, you guys are taking quite a bit of straw. Why didn't that? Get off! There we go. Let's go and find out what this bale is, shall we? Then I'll go nip down to the store and pick up the
Leveler.
leveler. Actually, I need to pick these bales up, don't I, first?
Did you watch me yeet one across the yard?
Okay, that's why it wasn't. It's actually, for some reason, this one's a hay bale.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Just gonna stick it with the other ones then.
Where are them hay bale? Where are the hay bale?
And they're the ones just in the very end of that
There's a mixture.
shed. Chuck them there for now, we know where they are.
But you still got the ones. You still got the bales sat in that other shed, haven't you?
They're grass or hay.
In one of the.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Well, there's ones on the end, but then there's where we have the shovel attachment.
Yeah.
And they are stabby stabby. Stab one. Come on. Give me a bale, you fecker.
As you can tell, he's been living in a city for a while. When his only idea of how to get information out of something is to stab it.
I don't actually live in a city, I live in a town. That is 4,000 litres of hay. So that's some more hay bales there. Okay.
I think the ones we're short of is going to be straw because we slipped up really when we planted canola. We should have planted something that.
We did. Well.
But once it's grown, we'll have to harvest it and.
So, do you think Albon will keep his seat?
I think he will, but I think it's the wrong choice.
Why do you think he'll keep his seat? He hasn't had.
I just think Red Bull's attitude generally is not to bring in drivers from outside their own program. Yeah, they generally don't buy in drivers, they generally bring them through their own. Now, I don't think Gasly would go back to Red Bull. He's been there once, he seems to like the Toro Rosso.
Well, when was... I don't remember Danny Rick ever been going through
They
Red
didn't really have
Bulls.
that program then, did they?
I was going to say,
I
because
know
I
it was
don't...
before.
Like I said, I
Because
don't remember...
Vettel started through Toro Rosso and then Red Bull.
Yeah. Now, Gasly will go back.
So whoever they're going to replace Kvyat with, they won't put straight into the main car, would have to at least spend some time in the junior.
Hmm.
So they're sort of really out of options. I mean, maybe they could break tradition and take Perez or somebody, but I just don't think... Their aim always has been to bring their own drivers in, not to buy them from...
Well, yeah, but Perez is free agent.
Oh yeah, and you know, in my opinion, I think he would be the right choice, but I just can't see it happening. Sadly, I think he's going to have a season out, and then, you know, hopefully 2022, somebody has the brains to put him back in a car.
Well, who's got options for 2022? Is that Grosjean?
I think Grosjean's had his F1 days, unfortunately. I don't think he'll see it.
Well, who said that they had options for 2022? Or was it Perez
That was
himself?
Perez. That was Perez who said he got options. Now, maybe Merck are looking.
Nah.
If they did get rid of Bottas and Hamilton in 1 year and put Russell and Perez, that'd be a fairly killer lineup.
Too rare it would be. But Hamilton, they won't.
Oh, it'd be up to Hamilton when he wants to retire.
Yeah, but he's starting the bloody... He's starting that E team, isn't he, as well? That E thing. And apparently Norris launched Quadrant today. Whatever the hell Quadrant was.
No idea.
There's a shit ton of... it's alright, ignore me.
Shit ton of what?
Nothing.
Well, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, there's a shit ton of grass on that field, and I didn't realise that was the field you'd just cut. Right, go on then. You can do that, and then I'll compact. We might have a bit of spillage, so it'll have to be...
Well, then you've got the front loader to be able to...
I know. Just takes a while to...
I'm also trying not to leave you a mountain, so...
That's why I want to get it sort of done now. So I can
I
sort
told
of...
you, the one thing I've learned, I mean, I'm normally dealing with much bigger loading wagons than this one. But it's to not let it get too high before you start compacting. Basically, I used to keep a tractor right next to it, and every full load I used to compact as I put it in. Because you find by doing that, when you reload, it only drops about 10%. It's quite easy to put back.
Yeah, no, but people say you don't have to go all the way over it to compact it.
Oh no, you can keep running over the same little bit.
Yeah, but if you want to level it, you do have to run over it.
Now put it this way, I've put, what is this? This is 60,000 litres in that silo.
64,444.
I've not even finished my first headland round.
Christ, there's going to be a lot of grass. The most I had was over... I had about 250,000 litres in here.
Oh, I've got to admit, when I played Sussex myself, I've had over 1 million litres in a silo. That was when on Sussex Farm, you know fields 1 and 2?
Mm-hmm.
I grassed field 1.
Oof.
I was using the Dig N to mow it. It was before the convertible DLC.
Yeah.
But it was like, I think I got like something like 1.8 million litres of grass off that field.
Good God.
A lot of silage, that.
1 second. I'm at 70 odd percent. I'm just trying to
Yeah,
make it.
so 72. I saw that when I rolled on.
There is going to be a bit of spillage, but I'll clean that up
I bloody know you will.
once. I'm just trying to make a nice sort of smooth running area here, because otherwise... There we go. Right,
Yeah,
so
'cause
that...
don't forget this tractor of mine's only two-wheel drive.
Yeah, they're okay. There's a bit of spillage there, but... Right, so if I... Sorry, I just quickly tabbed to... I need to go and get rid of them bloody bales, because I didn't do it. Wrong button, dickhead. You're supposed to press X, not square. I mean, who did you rate had a good race then today? Bar
Oh,
Verstappen.
to be fair, there was a...
What are you...
I'm having issues.
What have you done? Oh. What the hell happened?
I didn't see the bale. I was looking at you as I was driving out of the...
And you've run over the bale.
Yeah, and of course because this thing's two-wheel drive.
You got stuck on the bale.
Yarp.
So what are you saying?
Good race. Quite a few, like I said, 'cause there was only Perez retired. Albon did actually do himself a few favours with actually a decent performance.
I still don't think it's enough to keep his seat.
No, neither do I. Like I said, I wish if he'd have started it 3 laps sooner, when he's caught Hamilton, things would have been different. I was a little gutted for Racing Point because I kind of did want them to get third. I'm happy for McLaren in the same token, but...
Alright, which way do you want me to go?
Just get off the damn thing.
I'm attempting to. Okay, there's...
Couldn't it reverse now?
Right, now I think I'm stuck on. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Physics not gonna like this. Physics gonna get angry.
You've done it. Cured it.
Oh, why did I stop the engine? Never mind. I'm so used to stopping the engine. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong.
I mean, Bottas had an average race at best. Well, that's about what Bottas is doing these days. I think if Bottas was in any other car, he'd be lucky to finish in the top half.
Where have we been selling the... Where have we been selling silage bales at?
To the BGA normally.
Okay.
It means we don't get paid till the end of the day, but I think you do get a much better price.
Yeah, but you could say Hamilton had an average race today. But
Oh yeah.
after what he was saying, he just said he wasn't 100%. He just didn't feel it. And it was like... When he said that, like we explained before, it was like, well, why the fuck did you come back then?
It's like he spent half the race complaining he thought there was a problem with the floor, didn't he?
Yeah. Well, Verstappen thought that as well. It was either the floor or his tyres, or there was some sort of vibration or something that Verstappen was. But I think they should have just give Russell another chance.
So does most of the world, but they're upsetting Hamilton now.
Do you think, though, in 2021, do you think they've seen that Total will say to Mercedes that Mercedes want Russell instead of Bottas?
No idea.
Because it's just weird how he took Williams off his Instagram and Bottas took Mercedes off. Whether they've done that to get the rumour mill going.
There's every chance deals like this go on in the background all the time, but we won't know until they want us to know.
No. I would love to see Russell at Mercedes. I really would. Whoa, is your internet going dodgy or is that mine?
No, I just bought a vehicle.
Ah, okay. You bought it or leased it?
Well, leased it, but you know, I just picked up a new vehicle.
Ah, okay. Just got to say, because I got a hell of a lag spike turning into the BJ. Oh, this is the different Anderson trailer.
Yeah, it's a pro one. I don't normally use it because it's like 20 grand more and I can't really see what it adds, but...
No. Did I just do on bottom? Yeah, I did, you numpty brain.
What did you do?
Oh well. Whoops.
What have you done?
Well, I did the abort unloading thing.
Alright.
Instead of unloading, and one of the bales, it slingshotted them off the back of the spikes. One bale sold, but I need to quickly navigate the other bales. But it depends if the... I don't know, the thing's not even full. There's only 6,000 in it. Go on. Go on. God, they're heavy.
Well, imagine 4,000 litres of straw would actually have a bit of weight to it.
That's taking that up to 9,150.
So on home walls I was sorting the field out and I got straw bales. I thought I've got enough straw bales, so I was going to sell them. So I just whacked one of them up to 20,000 litre with variable veil mod. So I had like one trailer with like nearly 700,000 litres of straw on it.
Good God.
I was just taking them straight to the barn and selling them.
The barn?
Yeah, on my game the barn was the best price for straw bales.
Oh, right, okay. Did you make much out of it?
I think I was making about 80 grand a trailer.
It's not bad.
Which when you consider straws like an off product of the crop anyway.
Yeah, I tell you what, bales sell for a lot more. If you've got the straw me mod. Which you, unfortunately, if you're using seasons on Homeworlds, you can't use the straw me mod with seasons.
Alright.
It's one or the other. Canola straw.
I was just thinking my last 3 fields to harvest were my soybean fields. It's like, that's going to be a pedal in my silo right now. That's going to be a good payday. I've got like 400,000 litres of soybeans to sell.
God.
Oh, my home walls is up to 3.3 million. I'm actually going to take, I think, about $1 million off that. And then put that into a second farm, into another save game.
Yeah.
Luckily on PC that feeds instead of the notepads.
Why? Because you become a hoarder again.
No, just because I actually sold about 10 tractors the other day.
So what vehicle did you pick up?
This that I'm pulling now.
Ah, okay, so you picked up a bigger loading wagon.
Yeah, because like 10,000 litres at a time was taking me an eternity. This Fendt was the biggest one that 200 horsepower could pull. It's got a capacity of like 42,000 litres.
Okay. And did you sell the old
I was
one?
actually just debating. No, I can only lease this one.
Ah, okay. I thought you bought.
No, I was leasing it. I was
You
actually
would.
thinking then what I might do is I might just start another PC farm and just do grass and silage or something, just to sort it different.
Hmm. So let's hope that they can get the 2021 season off to start in Australia.
I was going to say, looking back, I still think they made a mistake not running that Australia race.
Well, they couldn't though.
Why not? Everybody was already there.
Yeah, I know.
The cars were there, the people were there. Any damage to that nature had been done.
Yeah, which was
They may as
weird.
well have got. They may as well have got that race done, then pulled back.
Yeah, which
I just
was,
think it was a mistake.
it was the weirdest thing though. You know, oh yeah, we cancelled the Australian Grand Prix because of what was going on. It's like, okay, but everybody, like you say, everybody was over there.
They'd already done Thursday practice.
Yeah.
It's like, I get why they felt the need to cancel the season and do what they've done, and I still stand by and say we've actually had one of the best F1 seasons we've had in years.
Yeah, well, we're gonna have 20.
Yeah.
20. Oh, God's sake. What is it? 20 odd. 23
Which,
races?
the only thing that worries me there.
Yeah, but you're gonna dump a shitload on it now, and I'm not.
I'll tell you what, do you want to get that up to 100 then before I dump?
Well, yeah, that would be good. Because I can try and flatten it out a bit more.
In a second.
The only thing that worries you there, what?
We saw this year some teams were thinking they were getting close when it comes to reliability of 17 races. With another 6 races next year with the same amount of engines.
Yeah, but they'll have to. I bet they'd have to change the. Ow.
Sorry.
They'd have to change the reg.
Mm.
They'd have to change the regulations on some parts regarding engines and stuff like that because they can't run 23. Yeah, but I just wonder with it being 17, do you not think the drivers have just hammered the shit out of the cars?
You're racing, that's exactly what you're supposed
No,
to do.
but harder than what they would normally under full season.
There's a bit of spillage at this end.
Yeah, there's spillage on both ends. I'll have to get
As she said.
Let's get a front loader and. Yeah, but you've got to think that they've not had a lot of time to get things correct. I don't think. Okay, this is going to be interesting and difficult.
Sorry, that's what the trailer did.
That's why I try to want to make it flat as possible. But oh, I need a recovery team. I need a recovery. Oh, I'm getting it going again. Sort of. Nope. It just got wedged because of the way it's...
This is something I actually always prefer, and no matter where it's standard, the side of these pits that have a wall at the back of them.
Yeah.
You know that you can only load from one side. Baltic has great ones.
Yeah. You've got
Because at
tiny
least then
ones.
you can
Yeah,
just
but they're
dump
tiny
everything.
as hell.
Yeah, but you can still get a lot in them. I've had 600,000-700,000 litres in.
Yeah.
But because they've got a back wall, you can just keep dumping stuff against that wall. You don't have
Yeah.
to worry about it spilling out the far end. Sorry,
Awesome.
I always forget that.
Right, let's see if I can actually... quickly pick up.
Does our silo take grass here? We'll probably dump some in the silo for now and silage it later if that bit gets a bit...
I just want to clean up spillages, that's all I'm doing. I don't even
If
know
you're
if
using a
this...
bucket, just try and put a bucket full in the silo, see if it'll take it.
Okay. Yeah, I think there was a lot... I only think the reliability issues were because the... I don't I... It's a hard one to say, really, but I just reckon that
Yeah.
some of the teams weren't on it properly. In terms of... Like, look at Merck and their development. They...
Well, the thing is, we didn't see a massive amount of development into 2020 because everyone was expecting this big 2021 rule change.
Yeah.
Now that's been knocked back a year.
Do you
But
blame them?
basically, actually, no, I just still probably pushed it forward because to me the teams have got to, just let the teams adapt.
Right. So I've got the bucket, and this is chaff. Chaff won't go in.
Check on enough to see if grass does.
Yeah. Chaff won't go in the silo.
Right. I was thinking if grass does, it means we don't have to put all this straight into the pit.
Well, it can go into the pit. I'm not bothered.
I just don't think it'll fit because I haven't even done 2 full headland tours yet.
Oof.
And we're on what, 160,000?
Uh... We're on 137,000.
137, right. Still though, like I said, I've not even done 2 headlands, I'm just about halfway around the second one.
If you were putting... If you were putting a blind bet on, who would you say going into 2021 would be one of your favourites to watch? And to keep an eye on?
What, in terms of drivers?
Just in terms of team.
I'm curious to see what Alpine and Alonso can do.
Really?
I mean, in terms of who do you think... Sainz, if Ferrari can get their act together, Leclerc and Sainz is a very powerful combination in my book. 2 young guns, both very capable of driving a car.
And so's Norris.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, okay. I mean, McLaren are going to be Mercedes powered next year.
For me at the minute is I'm kind of interested I'm sort of interested if like is Bottas going from Merc, and
I don't think they'll do it next year. Maybe 2021. I just don't think.
maybe 2022. You mean?
Yeah, maybe, you know, I think next year's too short notice, really, at this point. Merc have already committed, haven't they?
And so have Williams, but
I mean, you never know, for you know, Bottas could decide to do a Rosberg and just suddenly turn around and say, right, you're stepping out or something.
yeah. I was wondering why I was nearly tipping.
What have you done?
No, I was wondering why I was nearly tipping. I forgot to put my weight back on. I usually use the weight for the doing front loading and...
Yeah, put it on the back for a front loader just to balance it.
Yeah.
I've had to do that. To home walls, I grabbed the telly. I bought the sheep enclosure. So I grabbed the telehandler just so I could move. But 10,000 litre hay bales, 2 at a time, I tend to put a rear weight on my telehandler.
Which challenge do you have?
Uh,
You have to see if that will go in.
Grass is not supported here. Oh.
Oh, okay.
I use a modded one, I forget the name, one Dagwin had in one of his videos, you can put a 3-point hitch on the back of it.
Pass. To be honest.
Yeah, it's just... I mainly got it because I put a barn up next to the sheep enclosure so I could keep vehicles and straw there. And the barn has a hay loft.
Oh, okay.
So I thought, well, I might as well throw the bales up top. But of course I needed a telehandler because he's all with the height.
Well, I might as well keep the front loader attachment close to me because I'm going to need it again. But... yeah. It's time.
Yeah.
We're going to end this...
It goes quick, doesn't it?
Yeah. We're going to end this one here. I'll just leave that there because I'll remember to do it next time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Thank you for joining us. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Twitch, don't forget to give us a follow. It would be much appreciated. You can support the channel by going to Patreon and Ko-fi. Links for them are in the description. You can visit the merchandise store. Link for that is in the description. You can join our Discord. Link for that's in the description. And all our other social media links are in the description. And we shall see you next time. So until then.
So long and thanks for the motorsport.
Goodbye for now.